Boy, do I have some good news for you guys. So you just seen the footage of us eliminating a coyote. Me and the big guy here, Mr. Mo. I got a few treats in my pocket for you. So we're gonna talk a little bit about the strategies and the planning that took place for farmer and livestock guardian dog to eliminate the threat. And yeah, we got a pretty good story. So you guys seen the footage. Just to let you know, we eliminated one of the coyotes that has been coming up and terrorizing the goats and the chickens and everybody on the farm. You guys know how predators can be. They can wipe you clear out. And these dogs like this, they come in super handy. They're our best friends. They're some of the best workers, hardest workers on the farm. And that is how the plan played out. So I'm gonna come over here and sit down. And we'll just talk about this a little bit. So, okay, you want to come too? All right, come on. Here you go. You can just have a seat right there if you want to. All right, guys. So, you guys seen the video I posted a couple weeks ago? We had a coyote come right up to our fence, and it started crawling, and it stalked one of our chickens, took the chicken, ate it, whatever. It was all caught on one of our Google Nest security cameras. Well, this played out. We have a little system in place. We've been kind of trying to track these coyotes because they come in the daytime, they come in the nighttime, all different times. Well, so I put a few, hey, stop. I put a few trail cameras out and trying to kind of get a time of when they're coming in and this and that. Well, hasn't worked because they're always coming in different times and stuff. And one of the best alarms is this guy right here. And if you guys seen on the video, I was sitting there editing a video on the laptop. Quit, Mo. Hold on. He won't quit scratching me. He wants another treat. There you go. Here, get that. So I'm sitting there editing a video in the living room, and I get a text message. And the text message is from the trail cam, one of the trail cameras we have set up where I thought the coyotes were taking the path or the trail up by our house. So I got them kind of strategically placed around our property. Anyways, get a text message. It said trail camera, blah, blah, blah. Look at it, it's a coyote. And just about the time I seen the picture, big man here started going crazy and barking. Leesky and Cora started barking, and I knew what it was. So I had the Freedom Stick ready to go. This particular one, I built it just for the coyote threat. I have a thermal scope on there. We'll talk a little bit more about that in just a minute. This guy, he won't leave me alone with these treats. So I come out here. What's Mojo do? He is livid, mad. He's growling, barking. You guys seen him on the video. He runs to the fence. Well, what happens? It wasn't one coyote. It was 3 coyotes come up to the fence, and they're antagonizing this guy right here, saying, "Ha, you can't get us," because they're testing us and testing the dogs because they know our dogs cannot leave our perimeter fencing. Coyotes are really, really smart, and they'll come out here and they'll test and see how far the dogs can go and this and that. Well, they know these dogs can't get out of our fence, so they come right up to the fencing. Well, this time they messed up because I was alerted by the big guy here, Mojo. Grabbed my stuff, come out here, and the bad thing was Mojo ran right to him. Of course, he can't get to him on the other side of the fence, so what he's doing, he's trying to get to him through the fence. Well, he was right in my line of sight, so I don't know if you guys can tell in the video or not. I had a thermal scope on there, and what that does is it detects body heat. So you can use it in dark, daytime, whenever. I actually had to get a permit from the Oklahoma Wildlife Department. I had an officer come out here and he had to write me a permit to be able to use that for predators. Even though nobody likes coyotes or wild hogs or anything like that in Oklahoma, it is illegal to use any type of infrared or thermal, anything like that at nighttime, or daytime even. So I had to get a special permit for that. I showed the officer some of the video footage, trail camera pictures and stuff like that, to where the coyotes was, causing problem to the farm. So he came out, wrote that, no problem. And so we've been using that. So I was ready to go. That's all I got, boy. That's all I got. And although he only was able to take out one of them, it's still a start. We know there's more. Every night we hear them. There's packs of them. But like I was saying, Mojo was right in the line of sight as I drew down, and I had a few of them in my crosshairs, but the big guy here was right here. So finally he went to the left because there was one kind of trailing behind. Got out of my line of sight, and I was able to take care of one. I had a very, very brief, small window to actually do it because where they were, there's trees everywhere, and I'm going to kind of talk about that here in a minute. We get a lot of comments, people saying, why don't you just set up and wait for them to come? Well, here's the deal. They always come in at different times. You never know when they're coming, so I'd have to literally sit out here all day long. And like I said, they're very smart. They have a very good sense of smell and hearing. So usually when you're outside, you'll never see them. Now, you can set up predator calls and stuff like that, but in our case, we live here in the foothills of the Ozarks. It's very mountainous. We got rolling foothills. Our place is heavily wooded, so you don't have a very long range to take care of business. That's why if you've seen that video on that thermal scope, it actually has a feature to where it can record whatever you're looking at, and it will record however long, or you can do all kinds of stuff with that thing. But anyways, it recorded me when I took the shot, and I'm trying to be careful here talking about this because YouTube doesn't like some of the keywords and all this and that, so I can't even show everything that I wanted to show, or show even the coyote, because they wouldn't like it very well and they'd probably delete this video. But I wanted just to make this video and to tell our loyal subscribers that we got one. I know you guys will be happy to see one less predator here around the farm. I know Mojo's happy because they keep this big man up at night. He has to sleep all day so he can take care of business at night. And that's the next thing I want to talk about is our alarm system. So a lot of people think that you can just throw out a guard dog and you're never going to have a problem again. Well, that's not always the case. Like I was just talking about, these dogs does not leave our property. These coyotes know that, so the coyotes are not going to come on our property. So that's a good thing. You can say that these dogs are pretty much like a deterrent. But we got free range chickens. Sometimes our goats jump the fences and stuff like that. I promise that's not me breathing hard. That's Mr. Mojo here. He said, hey Dad, you got any more of them treats in your pocket? Look at him. I know everybody knows you're a hero. Your little claws are sharp, buddy. But where these dogs really come into play is teamwork. Teamwork makes the dream work. When you got a good dog like Mo, Leesky, and Cora, I'm telling you, when there's a deer or something out here next to our house, Mo, these dogs bark. You know, they bark at night and stuff, and when there's a coyote or a threat, they know, and their bark changes. They start growling. They turn into beast mode. I mean, they just go full beast mode, and they don't want nothing to do with coyotes coming on our property. And you can tell when that bark comes, you can tell, hey, that's a coyote. And just as that happened the other night, he started barking, and I knew immediately what it was, and plus I got the picture on my camera. But you can always tell in the tone of their bark and the way Leesky and Cora was barking too, because he was out here in the front yard, Mojo was, and they're in the back, and they were all going crazy. So I knew it was either a coyote or multiple coyotes. So I got up, did what we had to do. But what is nice about these dogs is the teamwork. You can use them as alarms if you are around them and you study them and you get to know them real well, and they're on your farm for a long time. You can kind of tell when they have certain tones in their bark, certain movements. Mojo is a very, very large dog. He weighs like 155 pounds or something like that. And yes, he lays right here on the porch all the time. He's out here in the field laying all the time. It just really depends if there's a threat or not, what's going on, how he's feeling, if he's hot, whatever. But if coyote or anything comes within probably about 150 yards or 200 yards, he always smells these suckers. And I'm telling you, we get them on the camera almost every day. They're not always going the right way for me to be able to set up and take care of them. Sometimes they're going the other direction, vice versa, but they're still here around our property. I'm telling you, whenever he smells them, he turns into a mean beast, and he wants to rip them apart. And he drinks like a horse. he goes through a gallon, one of these gallon buckets, at least twice a day. We gotta keep them filled up. We got them all around our house. But anyways, guys, I just wanted to make this quick video, kind of show you some of the footage of what went on. Like I said, I'm kind of limited on what I can say and what I can show, but I know you guys will be glad that I finally got one. I've been trying to get them for several weeks now, and then trying to get down on their schedule and this and that, and sometimes they come when I'm not available or I'm not here, whatever. But we finally got one, so that's one less. Hopefully the other ones will pay attention to that, and they'll say, oh, we better not go back over there, which I'm sure that won't happen. But anyways, it's breeding season, so they're very active right now. They're actually having their babies. It's way past breeding season, but the mamas are trying to feed their newborn babies and their cubs and whatever. So anyways, that's that. You got anything to say before we get off here? Tell them. Say, send a message to them coyotes. Say, if you come around here again, I'm gonna get a hold of you. Tell them. So anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I just wanted to share it with you. I know it's a quick little video, but it's a good feeling because farmer and livestock guardian dogs team up to eliminate the threat and deter an attack. Anyway, subscribe, like this video, and leave us a comment, and we'll see you next time. Come by. Have a good night. It's actually dark.